A small town is righting one of the many wrongs of the Jim Crow South. It's a 60-acre park in Greenville, South Carolina, built with $15 million of donations. NBC Steve Patterson has the story.
No matter who you are or where you're from, in the dog days of the summer South, there's no place you'd rather be than splashing around in a brand new park. Trouble is, for a long time, it did matter who you were.
Segregation played such a horrific part in all of our lives. But that was the norm and we were accustomed to it.
No avoiding it. Greenville, South Carolina's past is steeped in racism. Longtime neighborhood president Mary Duckett knows the truth. This was a tale of two parks.
One is about Mayberry, and one is about Meadowbrook.
Here in the Jim Crow South, of the dozens of parks in Greenville, black children were given a 15-acre patch of land to play on, Mayberry Park. But in 1938, the city split Mayberry in half to create a new baseball stadium, Meadowbrook Park.
They didn't say anything. They took the park.
Over the years, the stadium became a stomping ground for some of baseball's biggest names, from shoeless Joe Jackson to Tommy Lasorda.
My brother came out here and watched Mickey Mantle when he was a little kid, you know.
The only people not invited were the ones who grew up on the land and needed it the most. Were blacks allowed?
No.
As decades passed, the parks fell on hard times. Meadowbrook Baseball Stadium burned down in the 70s. Greenville Mayor Knox White says the southern side neighborhood literally became the city's garbage dump. Chemicals poured in the creek, police abandoning cars, and using fields as a shooting range.
Over here, where we're standing now, was 10 or 11 wrecked police cars. Whenever you didn't know what to do with something, you just threw it into this neighborhood.
We only had this park. And then after the park was so destroyed, then most kids just played in the streets.
For 40 years, Lillian Brock Fleming, the city's first black city council member, has been pushing for change.
You have to have hope and faith, and you got to keep working at it and not be so despondent and so negative.
In 2009, it would all change at a community meeting.
Somebody stood up at that first meeting and said, we like the idea of a park, but the city has always put its junk in our backyard. There was a real resentment by the neighborhood that I was unaware of about the city's past here. That's what really launched everything. What's that about? It turns out I'm hearing in 2009 or 10 a story that takes place in 1938.
As the mayor learned more, it soon became a mission to right a historical wrong. A vision for the future was born. Ugliness removed, but not forgotten. Mary and Lillian made sure the past wasn't covered up.
If you don't remember your past, you're destined to repeat it.
With $15 million in donations, the 60-acre Unity Park was born.
3, 2, 1.
Now enjoyed by everyone.
Mary, just for you, what's it like to sit here, feel the breeze on you, to hear the children play? I mean, this is something that has taken so long to come to fruition, but you're sitting in it.
It's a dream of mine.
A century-old wound healed by acknowledging the past.
It's not just about a park. There's a history here, a narrative, and we're going to tell that story.
Unity Park is unity.
Now felt every day in the harmony of children at play. Steve Patterson, NBC News, Greenville, South Carolina.